Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, May 13th, and it's Wishbone's Gotcha Day. So 1 year ago today, we got Wishbone, or Wishbone got us. I'm not sure which it was. So in honor of Wishbone's Gotcha Day, I'd like to share some lessons he has taught me and my family. The first one is to always be mindful. So we tend to have many complex thoughts rattling around in our minds. What are we going to have for dinner tonight? What is the weather going to be like later? Why hasn't my teacher responded to my email yet? And so on and so on. And so pretty soon, we've worked ourselves up into a frenzy, and we don't even notice the world around us. So Wishbone, on the other hand, lives in the moment. He's thinking, I'm walking with my wonderful human. I picked up an excellent stick. Look, grass. Grass is so beautiful. Oh, squirrel. So dogs are true masters in the art of being present in the moment, or mindfulness. He has inspired me to try to be much more fully present on our daily walks and when I'm with him. Remember that one graphic I showed you about the human and the dog walking side by side? And the dog was just thinking about how great this experience was and smelling the air and smelling the grass. So that's about being mindful. The second one is to express gratitude. So being happy comes down to focusing on what we have rather than what we don't have. But for all of us, it's much easier said than done. That's because we're programmed to take the good for granted and brood over the bad instead. We're not dogs, not Wishbone. Every time I feed Wishbone or take Wishbone out for a walk, it's like the first time he's ever gone out or had food before. So he's excited about everything. So every time I even open the door, he runs around and comes bursting out to see me. So dogs remember us even though something may be routine. You should always take and appreciate that. Number three, focus on the positive. You know, when your head is in the clouds and you find yourself feeling sad about something you can't quite put your finger on, and then suddenly your dog rolls over on their back and gives you a big brown belly to rub. How can you be upset when that big brown belly is there? So dogs are always there to remind us to focus on the positive, even if it's something small that brings us joy. Fourth, be open to adventure. Sometimes we hesitate whenever we are forced to do something with uncertain variables or unknown outcomes, something that's totally new. Wishbone, on the other hand, gets excited simply when I pick up my car keys. He just wants to go, not knowing where we're going. He's excited because it could be a trip to the park, could be a trip to Petco, or even a trip down to Rollers. He's always excited about the adventure. Fifth, don't judge. So dogs don't judge people based upon the color of their skin, their sexual orientation, or their gender. Heck, our colorblind canines can't even see the shade of our skin all that well. So what dogs rely on, and what we should rely on too, in order to separate the good humans from the bad human ones, is simply people's personality traits and actions. It is the smiles, it's the pets that let our dogs know that we're trustworthy. And sixth, love unconditionally. As soon as we found Wishbone, or Wishbone found us, we had a newfound understanding of what unconditional love meant. So dogs love without expecting anything in return. And shouldn't we all do that more often? It's not about who loves who more or who does what for whom. It's just about love for love's sake. So love unconditionally. So thank you, Wishbone, for these 6 important lessons. First one was to be mindful. Second, to express gratitude. Third, focus on the positive. Fourth, be open to adventure. Fifth, don't judge. And sixth, love unconditionally. We learn something important from him every day. I'll remind you that lunch is still available every day at entrance C20 at the high school from 11 to 1. Mr. Fetchko and Mr. Saban are generally out there. So if you're wanting to just get out for a little ride, and you can just drive up and pick up a lunch and breakfast. And we have to remember to continue to do our part. We need to practice good hygiene. Our 6 reminders are wash your hands often. So happy Gotcha Day. Sing that 2 times to Wishbone while you're washing your hands. Cover your face or nose if you sneeze or cough. Avoid touching your face. Clean high-touch surfaces often. Practice good social distancing, so stay home as much as you possibly can and keep 6 feet between you and others if you must go out, and wear a mask when you're in public places. Right, Wish? So have no doubt we are going to get through this safely. There are a lot of smart, energetic, and thoughtful people guiding us through this difficult time, and working together, we will get through this. Maybe some mindful moments, Wishbone? First today, we're going to bring back out our Hoberman sphere. Hoberman sphere. So if you have one, why don't you reach for your Hoberman sphere? And remember, we open and close it, and we breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth, and we're bringing in the good oxygen, and we're sending out the carbon dioxide. Okay, here we go. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. So just taking those deep breaths to start our day helps to calm our mind and helps to also calm our body. So think about taking deep breaths every day. And you can take those anytime throughout the day that you need just need a break or just need to recover for a minute. So let's do our meditation. And today, I'm going to be very thankful for Wishbone because it's his Gotcha Day. So find a comfortable place to sit. Put your feet flat on the floor. Sit up straight. And you can close your eyes if you'd like to. You can just look down. And remember that meditation is always an invitation. It's an opportunity to just take a brief break in the day. And let's take some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And we can just settle into where we're seating. Maybe today you feel your feet on the floor, your arms on your lap, the chair. And let's see what we hear in this place at this time. We hear the furnace running, maybe a lawnmower running outside, a bird. What do you hear? Maybe today you can even smell something. And let's check in with our bodies. Let's just notice how we feel today. And a good way to do that is start at the top of the head. Just gently scan down through our bodies. our neck, our shoulders, our back, our spine, our sit bones, our thighs, our knees, our shins, our ankles, all the way down to our toes. And if we can find our breath, use that as our anchor today. So see where you can feel your breath expanding and contracting. If it helps, you put your hand on your belly or your chest. Just find that anchor of expanding and contracting. And if we get distracted or our mind goes someplace else, just notice that and begin again. Come back to your breath. Let's take a deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. Let's come back into this place, the sounds we hear, smells we smell. And let's think of one thing that we're very thankful for. And I told you mine was for Wishbone today. So think of one thing that you're thankful for. And let that bring a smile to your face. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Sit up. Take a nice little stretch. Take a look at Wishbone. And we always end with our mindful self-compassion. So you can give yourself a hug, put your hand on your heart, and repeat quietly to yourself, may I be happy, may I be healthy, and may I be peaceful. Thank you for joining Wishbone and I on Wishbone's Gotcha Day.